Yo, the Titans are coming for humanity, okay? And they're hungry. So hide your family, hide everything. Because when you watch these things, you just kind of feel, you just feel for like ants and the things that we humanity trample upon all the time, the little tiny things, spiders and stuff. Like we're so scared of spiders. We're like, "Oh, spiders!" And spiders are just like, you are the villain.
今から100年以上
Over
前、
100 years ago.
人類にある天敵が現れた。
Okay. A new predator.
的な力の差が存在し、
Okay.
たちまち人類は絶滅の危機を迎えた。生き残った人類は、マリア、ローゼ、シーナの
Maria, Rose, and Sina.
100年の平和を実現させた。
Maria, Rose,
し
Sina.
かし、
It's just starting. Maria, Rose, and Sina. 3 walls. But I feel like we only saw 1 wall. Maybe that's because that's what they had at that. That was the last one. They've already destroyed the other 2. The other attacks got the other 2 walls. Sorry, I get messed up sometimes with like timelines and stuff. Because maybe from watching Doctor Who, I'm just like in my mind. That's Eren right there. Yeah, so that's the future of his and that's the symbol of the Survey Corps which he joined and probably leading. Is that Mikasa? Yes, there's 3 of them. Yes. That is Mikasa and that's the other kid. That day, the fall of Zhiganshina. Maria, Rose, and Sina? Sina? Is that Zhiganshina? Sina? Maybe. Buddy. Look at this. Look at this place. My god. Oh, girl. Oh, by the head. Just getting snatched up and eaten. Buddy, it's over for you. You're just attracting them. I'm happy they don't at least show us the actual thing happening. You lack the strength. Oof. Drag him. Because you lack the strength too. It's happening again. What is that memory? Yo, Mikasa knows something. They're trying to go inland. Okay. All around the world to attract the Titans.
その役割通り強敵となったシガンシナ区の住人たちはその内門から脱出するしかなかった。
So the whole town was like a...
来た。ウルン。
He is gone. That one even looks like normal. Like it looks like, hey guys. The other ones look like... They look crazy. How fast is this thing? Yo. They want to cut their losses. That's the gate. That's the thing from the intro. The emblem. They're already here. This is the big one. Oh, this is someone else. Oh gosh. Dude, this is like he's jacked. He's gonna run to smash the gate. Yo, they were all just like walking. This guy's running. He's a battering ram. The gate is not even gonna close in time. Oh. Close the gate. Oh. Look at that. Just kidding. Stop. This one is trouble right here. Another. No gate. No need. Lord. I mean, even if the gate was there, it was... Breathing fire? Also, there's like a plate of armor on him. That's what's on him. That's why he's a battering ram.
Zhiganshina 区陥落から数時間後
Maria.
人類領域内のあらゆる町に
本当なのかシガンシナに巨人が侵入したというのは信じられん100年持った壁がなぜ今になってしかしまさかウォールマリアの内地にまで侵入されるはずは中央に連絡して指示を仰ぐこんな緊急事態はとても我々だ
Good luck. Good luck with that red tape.
終わりだまた人類は巨人に食い尽くされる
Again.
あの家には二度と帰れない
His dad came inland, so his dad is probably somewhere around here.
最後までろくでもない口喧嘩しかできなかったんだ
Don't do it. Don't do it, Eren. Don't do it to yourself.
どうして
お前に力がなかったからだ
Here's the storyline right here. The strength.
俺が人間が弱いから弱いやつは泣くしかないのか
Oh, Eren. I mean, humanity built these walls that at least stood for 100 years. There is that. And Mikasa hasn't even shown us all her cards yet, so...
どうしたのエレン
What are you gonna do, buddy?
この世から一匹残らぜ
He's made his vow. That is his raison d'etre. That is his reason. Now.
ローゼまで交代させることを決定した
Rose.
この間巨人に食われた者は
10,000 people.
彼ら
Oh, this is his dad. Jaeger.
無事でいてくれ
Oh, God.
何をしようとしてるのいいから腕を出しなさい嫌だ父さんお母さんが死んでおかしくな
Oh, that's the key right there.
ダメなんだ何を言ってるの鍵を忘れ
Don't forget the key. It's a bad dream. Someday you'll understand. What can we do? Yo, that key is such a symbol for him now. They've shown that thing.
うなされてた
父さんと会ってた気がす
Is he having visions of the future?
る僕かな
Wait,
行こう食料の配給があるって
why does he have the key? I thought his dad took the key. Okay.
アルミン
間に合ったよおじいちゃんが子供の分だからってもらっといてくれた
Kids where? There are no kids left because we're about to show up and show out. Too
もと
many.
もと食料不足だし外側に住んでいる人ほど大事にされないのは知ってるでしょ
The farther out you live, the less they care.
そのためには俺たちの食料
They're disposable because they're on the front line.
もっと食って減らしてくれりゃよかったんだ
Of course. Here we go.
食料不足がひどくなる一方だぜ
Slap him.
おで何すんだこのガキ
Oh, and who asked you?
巨人がどうやって人を
うるせえ
ついてイライラしてたからだから大人の人に本当ごめんなさい
I mean, do not lick those boots. Let him beat them up. Let Eren beat them up. And Mikasa as
そ
well.
の気持ちは持つもんだ
Gather them. Mikasa.
戻ってやるウォールマリアに
What?
巨人なんか全部ぶっ潰して
本気で言ってるんじゃないよね
本気だこんなもんいらない
He said, let me not waste that one.
そんなもん恵んでもらってるから巨人に勝てないんだ
He's still going through the grief.
勝てるわけない。
恥ずかしくないのかよ
今はしょうがないよ。
勝つ組みたいに生きろ弱虫
Mikasa said,
かさ
enough! Don't you ever talk like that again,
アル
Eren.
ミンが弱虫ならエレンと私も同じ。私たちは巨人から逃げるのも
We didn't even run by ourselves. Exactly.
大切なのは生き延びること。おばさんが言ってた通り。
Mm-hmm. What she died for. Like, eat this now.
ミカサ。
食べてちゃんと生き残るの。エレンを飢え死になんかさせない。
Mm. Yo, Mikasa's a kid too. I mean, she's supposed to be, and she is literally corralling.
食料確保のため荒れ地の開拓に回された。
Kids as well.
中央政府はウォールマリア奪還を名目に大量の避難民を作戦に投入した。
To recover the wall?
その数25万人。生存者はわずか百数十名。
100 survivors?
残された人々の食料不足は
They just called the
わずかなが
population.
らに改善された。
Yo, don't play. Okay. I was like, I hope Armin.
アルミ俺は来年訓練兵に志願する
Serving?
僕も
Me
ア
too.
ルミ
僕も。
私も行こう。
ミカサお前はいいんだぞ生き延びることが大事って
そう。だからあなたを死なせないために
To keep you from dying. And she's not wrong.
分かった3人で
Ooh. They made the pact right there. It's not such a crazy idea after all.
私が運悪く貴様らを監督することになったキース・シャーディスだ。せいぜい巨人の餌になるしかないただの家畜以下の存在だ。
They're older now?
3年後貴様らが巨人の前に立ったとたの餌のままかあるいは
Is this Mikasa?
貴様らが決めろ。
Oh no, this is the fighting. This is Eren.
俺はなる
Yeah.
巨人を一匹残らず駆逐してやる
The emblem is swords. Yeah, it's not even the other one was roses. That's the guard, and then the survey. This is the actual the fighting. Yo, they aged up. They made that pact to fight, to survive, right? And this is the only way. Such an interesting parallel, you know, that you know, they started by saying such a crazy idea that you know, Eren would want to join the Survey Corps, want to go outside. What a wild thing to do. And now, after the attack, after the, you know, the siege of the wall, the first one, Maria, now it's not such a crazy idea for them to enlist and be part of the fighting, like be part of the actual attack force to go there and reach, because they lost their home, they lost their city, and now when the, you know, the chips have all fallen, what else can you do? But as Mikasa said, survive. But she was right. That was such a powerful scene there for her to put Eren down and say, like, what did your mom die for? She died so that you can survive, so that you can actually live, not to go running in when you're still considered, as you said, weak. You know, we're all weak, is what she says. You know, she says that, but she's like, you guys are weak. I, on the other hand, can't handle myself. You know, that's what Mikasa was thinking in that moment. She's like, I'm just trying to do this for camaraderie and stuff, but let's not get it twisted. We're not on the same level. But then to see them now aged up there and getting into the core and getting trained with that resolve, they've really set up that storyline there for Eren. You know, especially him, with, of course, the loss of his mom, and also because of how adamant he was to want to do this, and he really didn't want this to happen. He wanted to prevent this or not have this future come to pass, and then it does come to pass. He sees the most terrifying, most horrible thing that he can experience with his mom getting literally eaten in front of him. Just traumatic. And then now he just made that vow, made that resolve to never stop until he destroys them. Not just take back their town or get back to some type of, peaceful civilization or whatever it is. It's like he wants to go out and eradicate them. He wants to do the whole thing. So, so that's a setup right there. There's something going on with Mikasa as well. She has some sort of memory of not again, as if she could remember. Maybe they were just saying not again, like 100 years ago this happened. Maybe she's just saying like this is happening again. But it seemed like she was having a memory. I know they showed us that for a reason. And then Armin as well, as he said, he lost his parents, so he's also kind of part of their ragtag crew, and they're going to work together and look out for each other. And I think that's the most important part here as well, is even though they have a mission to, to take back what they lost and to, the revenge and all of that stuff, but also the pact also they have with each other and having gone through it, that friendship, that bond that they have, I think, is also very pivotal, because that's what's going to keep them, keep them to have each other's backs. And that's exactly what you need, especially in this, this world here is messed up. There's so much going on, and they don't have anything else but each other's friendship, and that's going to be so important. I'm sure we'll see some other power players come down the line. That battering ram Titan person was very intense. For the longest time, like for I guess the first episode and a little bit, it was that they were just kind of sheepishly walking around the Titans. Didn't seem, I mean, they're a threat, but it didn't seem super aggressive. But that one just changed the game. Running like that, someone that big running like that, the earthquake alone, he doesn't need to do a battering ram. That already is going to is going to destroy everything. So anyways, if they have more than one of those guys, then it's like over. And he was wearing like an armor plate too. We need to know more about the Titans, where they come from, what is that world, if these are just sort of like their army or whatnot, and there's some other ones that actually can talk and have conversations and stuff. Possibly there's a whole storyline for them that's coming. I know it. So I think that's going to be another half of this whole thing, and that's what they're going to see. It's not just an attack and revenge. It's going to be, let's find out why this even happened in the first place. 100 years ago, what was that origin? What is that? What was that about? And I know that there's more there. The key is a symbol here. For some reason, I thought when the dad left in episode 1, I thought he carried the key with him. It was around his neck, and now it's around Eren's neck. Did he get the key somehow that I didn't see? The dad was rushing back to see him, and then he dreamt about him, and he was trying to give him a shot, and then he has the key. In my mind, I'm like, maybe Eren is dreaming about the future, or dreaming about a possible future, and then something else happens. I don't know. That wasn't really it wasn't remarked on. So I guess maybe he's supposed to have the key, and he knows he's supposed to have it. But I have my eyes on that key. That's going to be important. And maybe the dad is connected to this whole thing somehow. Say something about you'll understand. You're going to understand. Understand what? Understand why the Titans are doing what they're doing. Understand. Yeah. And also we got at least a little bit more of, not the central government, but at least some of the politics going on. We saw some of the leaders there in Rose. We saw some of the sort of the idea that these people from the outer, cities and stuff were looked down upon, that, oh, here we go, you're coming here with your problems. And it's like, they were like, oh, maybe more of you should have died so that we could have less mouths to feed and all of that. You can see there already that this types of like thinking, instead of realizing that, we're all human beings, and it's basically they're coming for us. They don't care about Maria or Rose or Shin or whichever wall it is. When they breach when that big battering ram Titan comes, he's not going to ask you, hey, which one are you? Are you one of the good ones? Like, so, but of course, and as Eren said, you were not there. You didn't even see. You don't understand actually until it happens to you. Then you don't understand. Then you go back to Shin, and then Shin people are like, why are you coming here? Why are you guys can just stay there and die? And it's like, my God. So I guess as they keep on as we find out more and more about these inner cities, we'll probably see. I'm going to predict that we're going to see the innermost cities where the central government is and stuff, and the people there are going to be probably very lavish and very like, ooh, enjoying all the good stuff, because that's where it is, that have the most protection, of course, so it's more elevated, luxurious, I'm sure, whatever. And then that's where it's going to set up even more. There's going to be more stakes there, but we'll see how that goes down. This has been a very, very compelling first episode. I love the storytelling here. As I expected something of this weight, and it's definitely fulfilling that for sure.